Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
This is unacceptable. How can they let this go on? Don't walk away, please. I need just a little.
It will only serve to strengthen their justification.
You have so much and I have nothing. Please.
To lay down in front of our oppressors.
Hey man. Hey man.
Hele, koukejte, odsud vypadnout. Vy mi připadáte jako donašeč. Vy mi připadáte jako donašeč.
Umíte česky? Pomůžete mi? Já se ztratila. Jestli mi nepomůžete, tak to prostě řekněte.
This isn't the place for humans to be. This is a fucking zoo! Can you believe I listened to them? That I came here, willingly? What a fool! I should have killed them when they came to my home.
Já vám nerozumím. Co je, co chcete?
The meds I gave you should take effect soon. You'll feel
Leave me
better.
alone. Back of my eyeballs. I'm only trying to get back on my feet.
Nechte mě s mýma problémama.
Don't you have anything to spare? A little goes a long way.
To není žádný život.
How long ago was my last hit?
Je mi jedno, co se ti stalo, nemám zájem. Celá tahle situace je bez naděje.
Why not give up?
Something to help get me back in my...
Nerosumi.
This isn't her life. I have
Leave me alone. No help.
I will try to find you a little something.
No fucking hope.
Are you lost?
but just passing through. I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't expecting. Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Rizika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of Hazards.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus, Rucker, and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talus Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pakistan News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
Did I do something to offend you, Doc? Because that wasn't my intention.
Maybe not, but it sounds like you're fishing for information on the only man who's holding this place together. So you can't blame me for being cautious.
I'm asking precisely because I know how important he is. You seem to think highly of him.
I admire his idealism. He believes people will usually do the right thing. They just need to discover what it is.
And that includes arming yourself when the rest of the world turns against you.
Talus has fought ARC's armament every step of the way. He still fights it. But don't listen to me. Listen to his daily broadcasts. They'll tell you everything you need to know.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
How are you feeling? Better? Look, we are understaffed, underfunded, and underprepared for the sheer number of people here. Unless you are here to help, I will have to politely excuse myself. Your temperature is a little high. Chill?
Just blow it.
can't feel my toes, man.
Most recent act of senseless violence as we laid it out.
Česky, prosím tě.
Fuck.
Typický Amík.
Despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear is blind and useless. And although I know that
Starving and freezing. Why not give up?
At least I won't feel the rats gnawing on them. ram up or sit on this party of ours. I want to know fucking they've tried to take our guns away from us for so many years, and that's one of the good things about this whole fog hysteria. It's a nice like this. Leftist political groups claiming guns for all the mass murders in the early 2000s. Bug off now. We have real problems with inanimate objects. Inanimate objects that are now attached to animate ones. See, I think our main goal is to regulate the operation. And the people are so accumulate their products. But I can't afford to instead to them. Don't they have the right to defend themselves against terrorists? Of course they do.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
It used to be an economy. Then it was the fundamentalists. Then the gun-popping lunatics within our own suburbs. Now it's the dogs that are being told to put away their weapons. It's all well and good demanding heavy paper. But the ghetto. You know what? You will be fine. Otherwise known as UN Resolution 3507, it's passed. But here's the question I really want to understand. How can I protect myself? Them? Or are they protecting
I'll make sure. But having caught a scoop of his architectural design, I can honestly tell you this. When completed, every augmented person in the world will be crossing the desert. In this case, the Oman Desert, to live there. This is the life itself. Reporting to you, live from Pike.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve. The strength of our convictions. We have been cast despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our laws, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack of Rucker Station.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
This is Alaska, sir.
I was at the beach just now. Did you hear what happened?
Here, the cop showed up. Beat some guy to death.
It's about time.
Yes, it was horrible.
Did he, you know, do anything?
He gave him some He was sick. He didn't deserve that.
A police minority brutalizing an unarmed majority. That sounds familiar.
Everywhere we go today, cops looking at us. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Everywhere we go today, cops looking at us sideways, accusing us, assuming we're criminals.
Some teenagers who mullered the cocktails at them. So that, one of
You new? New here? You'll get used to being under the microscope. I hate thrones. I'd rather be hated than treated with indifference. I hate thrones. I'd rather be hated than treated with
Senseless
indifference.
violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet
That's
of all
what everyone
augmented,
says when they're called.
not simply Ark. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once. Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosica Station. But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that in front of our oppressors. But only in this way will the augmented be accepted into the world again. I speak to all of you, not as the leader of Ark, but as your neighbor, friend. Our only solace may be the knowledge, the certainty that we are right.
allow anyone but ARC members into his burrow. Another example of peaceful protests, no doubt. This is Eliza Kassa, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Now to business news. Sources inside the center, let's slip.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all augmented, not simply ARC. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again. Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of
through the checkpoint already. Important hands are like you should not hang around wasting his time.
Let me sleep.
like the cops being here any more than you do, but what do you expect? There was another bombing in Prague. They need someone to blame.
But nobody here could have done it. They've got us caged up like animals.
So why not go over there and tell them to go away?
Maybe I will. Somebody has to stand up with them. Let them know this is not a fascist police state.
Will you two shut up? You're going to get us arrested, or worse.
You look like trouble, mister. Stay away from the police. They're looking for someone to blame for the bombing in Prague. Mostly they are just looking for any excuse to harass us. And worse.
Dying, please.
Probably saved a lot of lives by telling us this, Hanser.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular hero. I bet they will have a statue of me in the town square and everything.
If your sister is with Ark, we are the only people who can help her.
I have seen the way you help people. Hoarding all the posy and then handing it out as a reward when we stab each other in the back.
Little late for that now, isn't it?
This is none of your business, Hanser. These criminals need to be brought to justice, and we are authorized to do what it takes to bring them in. This is none of your business, Hanser. These criminals need to be brought to justice, and we are authorized to do what it takes to bring them in.
I had to tell the police, I had to! I need the posy. The clinic's only giving out half doses this week. I had to tell the police, I had to! I need the posy. The clinic's only giving out half doses this week.
I'm sick of you! cruelty!
You did this to yourself, Hamza!
Leave me alone! Please, no!
Not like the way I catch them looking at us.
I have come to realize there is no hope for a better future. Not for me, or for any of the augmented.
I have let go. I am no longer chained by my emotions. This place is not so bad once you stop caring about whether you live or die.
Stop beating civilians!
And I fear the repercussions will test the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again.
We're asking questions and raising truth. You're just looking in as per usual. Let's get back to instead of the 9 dudes in black on horseback, it's a council of 5 in Aston Martin. It will never stop until we are all through isolation as cannons, just like Gollum City, followers. This attack expedites legislation that, in time, will be expanded to include naturals. It'll guarantee legislation that will make the distribution and implantation of chips mandatory. Chips that will eventually be implanted in our natural classes too. I told you an attack like that was imminent and people called me paranoid. Well, what do you think now, @conspiracy_Chad99? Still think your boy Laz is paranoid? They got us, man. They had us on the grid for generations and now they're gonna impale us on the spikes. That's why they call it the Og incident, by the way. Not just they slapped it with a tame word like incident because they wanted to make sure they had somewhere to go later.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
under arrest.
Watch this one. Keep moving, Paul. There is nothing for you here.
Vidíte, jak se k nám chovají? Jako ke zvířatům. A nikdo to neví. Kromě téhle čudinský čtvrti nikdo. Tak kdo nám pomůže?
Come on, we need to strike back. We have to do something against this oppression.
To nemůžete. Máme svoje práva.
You see the violence inherent in the system? This is what it has come to.
Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication,
I would have filmed the whole thing, but my phone is almost dead, and the electricity has been off at my place this last week. Wouldn't matter. The public doesn't care. They think we are all terrorists.
That's what everyone says when they're caught. The make of such violence. I urge you, it's good. Go around thinking we hate each other. My partner gets here and we escort you towards the house.
Disperse, or you will be taken in.
That's what everyone says when they're caught. Clank.
Wouldn't matter. The public doesn't care. They think we are all terrorists.
I'm taking no chances today. Him, make a move, or else
You don't want to be on the streets. I know situations will be even worse. That's what everyone says when they're caught. Clank. Go around, Clank.
Budu vás sledovat. Víš o tom bombardování něco? Jo, jen si hraj na nevinný, jo. Neboj. Když chceme odpovědi, tak je taky dostaneme.
With all the shit that's about to go down, you don't want to be on the streets. And the police station would be even worse. Now stay still, like a good boy.
I think my teeth are falling out. You look like you still have an ounce of chivalry in you. Maybe you could break my neck for me? Or smother me with a blanket? I'd prefer if it were quick. And if there was no physical damage. I'd very much like my children to identify my body. It's been so long since they've seen me. There are some even worse off than me. Advanced rejection syndrome. Horrible. I hope I die before I get to that point. Hey man, I need it. I need to buy liquor, man. I need neuropazine, please. There are some even worse off than me. Advanced rejection syndrome. Horrible. I hope I die before I get to that point. Hey man, I need it. Anything, mister? Anything?
Don't make this any worse, Hunter. Fascists. You will force us to use force. What did I do? I am innocent.
Stay out of this, Hunter. Back off, I'm warning you.
Kinds of crazies out there.
My friends, this is not right. Get your little ass
Want to start something too?
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
And maybe there is a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushani asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help. Please. I said go.